If you have a Jezebel as a wife, you are blessed. Jezebel is not a bad name. The only thing is that the person who made the name popular had a problem. The person who made the name popular had a problem. The problem is not the name. And the truth is that Jezebel was a bad queen, but not a bad wife. And I'm telling you that we need wives like Jezebel. But we don't need queens like Jezebel. But we need wives. A woman that the husband comes back and is stressed. He said, my husband, relax. That thing you want by tomorrow, I will give it to you. That's the kind of wife we need. Not the one that will join our enemy to suffocate us. Ahab went back stressed because nobody refused to give him the garden to sell it. And the wife looked at, this is not the look of my husband. I know how my husband is when he's fine. Something is wrong. Some of you, your husbands come back, they are stressed, you don't even know. Even if you know, you don't care. He went and said, what troubles you? And the husband explained. He said, so that's the matter. He said, yes. He said, don't worry. Tomorrow you have that garden. Imagine you have a woman, a wife, that you come back and say, honey, my problem is that I need 500,000. He said, don't worry. Tomorrow you have it. And tomorrow you have the 500,000. Tell me, would you like to divorce that woman? You will now understand why Ahab stick to Jezebel. Did you hear at any time in the life of Ahab that he complained about his wife Jezebel? Because he had a very supportive wife. A wife that was a pillar system beside him. Because you see, if to tell you that Adam was weak, when Eve ate, she took it by herself and said, husband, eat. Before even wives were given the instruction to submit, the husband took it under the authority of the wife. He forgot about the instruction that the father gave him. The woman has become now another authority over him that says take and eat. What God said don't eat, wife says eat, and he took it and he ate it. And God said, if I leave this thing to continue like this, every man will perish. Because only one action from one woman that God created, God had to bring a new constitution. And then God has looked at it and said, wife, submit. Because if I don't put this injunction, there will come a time that women will be the one paying the dowry of men. So women will be the one marrying men. You understand? So God says submit. Now your position is submission. So if God says woman submit, it's because he knows you are strong. Very strong. That's why we love Jezebel. Because when we come back, Jezebel says, what is wrong with you? You say, I'm stressed. Don't relax. Let me handle it for you. So don't stress, my husband. Don't stress. You don't need to stress. You're my king. Don't stress. King, don't stress. To tell you how powerful they are. What Ahab could not do, Jezebel did it in one night. And they say women are weak. They are not weak. They only pretend. Some men will beat their wife. Because you are beating that woman, she's crying. Don't think that woman cannot beat you. If she wants to handle you, you are finished.